we noticed about Andrew's photos is that, like us, he has a tendency to shoot with a 35mm lens with a wide open aperture. Today we're shooting at 35mm at f2.0 to achieve this look. We also noticed that he overexposes a little, so don't be afraid to push your highlights for a more airy look and feel like his. For Sam's photos, we noticed that he favors wide-angle lenses, so we're shooting with a 20.
Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be going over 5 photography hacks that you can try in your own photos. Since I am a portrait photographer, most of these tips are kind of based towards that realm of photography, but feel free to apply these however you'd like. So most of these tips I've been using for actual months now, maybe even years. But I know at least 1 or 2 of these have definitely been floating around the internet. I wanted to show you guys how I've been able to implement these hacks into my photography and hopefully inspire you to do the same. So let's get on to the first one. So this one incorporates something we all have and use way too often, and that's our phones. Now, holding the front of your phone screen up to your camera lens will actually flip the image that you're shooting and completely mirror one side of your image onto the other, depending on where you angle your phone. Now, this effect can easily be duplicated in Photoshop, but why not just try it while on your shoot location? And that way you can lessen the time you have to edit. So I'm using an iPhone SS Max in these visuals, but I'm fairly sure that any smartphone screen will create the same effect. The next one I like to call thinking like an editor. This one isn't an actual physical hack, but I wanted these tips and tricks to kind of relate to what you see in my photography, whether that be using a tangible object or not. So most of the time when I'm shooting, it's basically me just like wandering around trying to find a cool location, but it's not always the easiest to imagine what the final image can look like. I'm not always in the craziest locations from what it may seem like. A lot of my images are just taken in my room, or like my driveway or my street. So when you're looking at a scene, think of it in a way that your final edit is applied, and that way everything becomes way more magical. So this can basically be done by just mentally isolating a location in your head, because when it comes to physically shooting your concept, you can simply do that exact same thing within your camera with the magic of cropping. So this next one.
Segitiga exposure ini terdiri dari 3 elemen penting, yaitu aperture, shutter speed, dan ISO, di mana ketiga elemen ini fungsinya mengatur masuknya cahaya ke sensor kamera kalian untuk melakukan perekaman sebuah gambar. Nah, ketiga elemen ini fungsinya berbeda-beda sob, tapi ketiga elemen ini benar-benar membentuk sebuah segitiga yang mana saling terkaitan, yang mana apabila kalian atur shutter speednya misalnya, pasti akan berpengaruh terhadap aperture dan ISO, atau kalian atur aperture-nya pasti akan berpengaruh terhadap pengaturan shutter speed dan ISO juga. Nah, gua akan jabarkan berlahan-lahan di sini dan juga sembari memberikan contoh kepada kalian. Semoga kalian mengerti fungsi dari ketiga elemen ini. Dan yang pertama kita bahas adalah aperture. Oke, apa itu aperture? Aperture adalah bukaan diafragma pada lensa kalian, yang mana diberi satuan kodenya adalah f. Jadi apabila kalian beli lensa, itu pasti nanti
How to go for the perfect run. The perfect run always starts the night before, with exactly 12 ounces of room temperature water, the good stuff. You're gonna wanna set your alarm for 7:40 a.m. It's the optimal time for feeling like a champ. Breakfast: banana, toast, with peanut butter, and some coffee, ideally from 7-Eleven. You're gonna wanna let that fuel digest for about 20 minutes while you stretch those tired legs. Now go ahead and lace up your shoes, crack open the front door, and tell whoever you live with that you'll be back in 40 minutes.
Alright, see you in 40. Ismail, kali ini saya akan membahas pertanyaan paling banyak dari teman-teman. Itu adalah, Mas, kalau foto yang bagus tuh seperti apa sih? Mungkin di sini kamu nanti akan bisa mendapatkan jawabannya dengan kami menanyakan beberapa orang, dan mungkin dari situ kalian bisa sendiri menyimpulkan foto yang bagus itu seperti apa. Oke, mari kita mulai.
Foto yang bagus adalah foto yang berbeda, foto yang punya nilai, foto yang diiyakan banyak orang, sama yang dikatakan. Karena konteksnya saat kita buat sebuah foto yang misalnya kecelakaan bodoh deh, kecelakaan yang kita lakukan atas dasar ketidaksengajaan gitu. Ya, I don't know about si foto ini sebenarnya kita nggak masuk dalam sebuah targetnya mereka gitu. Hanya untuk pribadi gitu. Tapi saat kita share ternyata itu dekat sama orang-orang yang melihat.
Oke, artinya itu relate dan dekat dengan apa orang yang melihat itu. Oke.
Kalau foto yang bagus menurut gua itu yang meaningful, yang banyak artinya, terus bisa mudah dipahami sama orang.
Gampangnya sesuai mau cerita apa sih, jadi orang tahu ini foto tentang apa sesuai sama judul.
Kalau misalnya memang dari foto itu sendiri bisa mencerminkan dari apa yang mau disampaikan, itu menurut gua foto yang bagus sih.
Mau ngangkat apanya dari segi ceritanya.